What's up, guys? I am back with another one. I'm supposed to have a review video out. Now with this new mic, I kind of want to make a new one for the stuff that I've done, but that's up to Naltz. So we'll talk about my motorcycle today. I know I haven't done it. I've just told you what it is, and then we'll get into a little bit of motorcycle talk. Let's just talk. Let's just have a nice conversation. So starting off, it is a CB1000R. It's a Honda. New design from, I think it's 2018. And yeah, I like it a lot better than the old design. There's a few different reasons for it. Just looks better in my eyes. The rear tire, it's a different design. The front headlight, it's a different design. And to be honest, I think they may have shortened this one up. I know that you're upright on the old CB. I think this one is a little bit more upright than even the last. I wouldn't know. I haven't ridden the old CB. Sorry, I got one of those like weird burps coming out that like doesn't want to come out but does at the same time. So the differences between this and the old CB, they're minor but major in my eyes. It looks like a completely different bike. A lot of people don't even know what this is. And yeah, let's get into it. I got the little navigation going on, so I gotta, no, come on. Which way do I hold? Is it this way? No, it's this way. I know you guys can't see it because I have the camera placed in a certain way and my phone placed in a certain way, so you can't really see much. I've had this bike since August 18th, and I've got 2,384 miles on it. And I have had zero issues. One of the big issues that I had was the tank had pits from factory. Just little speckles. It almost looked like it had like a flake to it, but it was definite pits. And it's supposed to be an all-black bike, so to see that, I know that Honda has had some issues with their paint. Everybody says it's very thin, and you find that out real quick because the little scratches show up real easy. So the downfall of the bike is, I mean, just stupid little things. Honda uses a gigantic muffler after the fact that they have a cat/muffler underneath the bike. So that gigantic muffler that they attach covers up the whole rear tire, and it being a single-sided swing arm, it kind of defeats the whole look of the bike. So I took that off, rode it around without the muffler, and yeah, it's just way cooler looking, way better looking without that gigantic piece on there. Now, most of you would go and buy a full exhaust. I'm not so sure I want to do it just yet. I don't need the crazy loudness of an exhaust, especially motovlogging. Kind of, I don't know. But we'll see. I'm sure these bikes will become a little more popular than they are. The aftermarket stuff is just not there. It really isn't. And that's another major flaw. It is what it is. I buy the bike to ride the shit out of it, and that's what I do. It's not my job, but I'd like to make it a job, something that, you know, I really like doing, and I have no issue with this motovlogging thing. It's actually gotten a lot easier in the past couple years with all the upgrades to editing software and whatever else. It's pretty simple to do. But you have to be able to talk to people. So it's New Hampshire, we're in New Hampshire. This welcome to New Hampshire type of deal. If you're not from here, I'm sure you know that we're in the Northeast. It's getting cold. The one thing that I wish Honda would do with this bike is they would integrate the hand warmers into the price of the bike. Buy it, sell them up here, both versions, one with hand warmers, one without, and then have the option up here. Because having the option to pay the $200 and I think it's $80 for the grips, and then if you weren't inclined to install them yourself, you have to have somebody install them, which is going to cost even more money. So in the end, let's say it's $500 just to get the heated grips on this thing. It's in the system. You can turn them on and off. You just don't have them. So that kind of sucks. Unless I'm wrong and I've just never turned on my heated grips. That would be that would be pretty dumb. Gas mileage on this thing, give and take, it's a 1000. It's got about 148 horsepower from what I know. And we're gonna go this way. It's gonna be less windy. So about 148 horsepower, 998 cc more than likely, and it eats. I mean, it eats gas. That's all this bike does. It just drinks gas, and you go for fun rides. I have no problem with it. When it starts flashing down at the bottom, I put about $14 in to fill it all the way up, 93 octane, and get about 180 miles to the tank. I think it's a 4.2 gallon tank. The little meter pops on at right about 3.5 gallons used from a full tank, and then you go fill up. All in all, this has been my most favorite bike. I know that the Goldwing is an awesome bike. The Goldwing I loved riding, but there's no chance in hell that I'd be giving this up to even compare to a Goldwing or get on a Goldwing for the rest of my riding time. I just don't see it happening. Jesus Christ, dude, your freaking wheel is look like it's about to fall off. But yeah, there's no me giving this up. There's no bike that I see as more comfortable and just the easiness of riding this is it's just a great friggin' bike. If you know me, I'm not saying it just because of the bike that I have. Like the Z, dude, I'll tell you all about the Z. The Z sucks. The Z is horrible long distance. It's horrible short distance. It's horrible going up hills. It's scary as hell coming down hills because you're going way past the speed of what those little tires are rated for. And it's like, but all in all, it's a fun bike. This is just so perfectly tuned that I don't know, you'd be crazy to get on it and be like, nope, I don't like it. So I'm 6'2", about 240 pounds. I don't look giant on this bike. The seating position is super comfortable. The legs are a little more tucked back than your average like upright position, but not so far back that you're in a sport bike position. We're getting onto kind of a main type highway, so I want to show you some stuff. I don't know if you can see it. We'll go through different modes right here. I'm in standard. You have rain. It doesn't actually click in until you let off throttle. I don't know if you can even see it. User, same thing. Click off throttle, set to user mode, and then sport mode. So sport is going to be the lowest amount of traction, lowest amount of engine braking, most amount of power. Standard is medium power, medium engine brake, medium traction, and then the user mode, you can turn off the traction control. Now on these bikes, traction control it's used, right, in the sand, in the dirt, anywhere you go that you got to park off-road. It's they're not temperamental. The throttle control on this is super easy, but it's still there. And it's still got the power to spin these tires very easy. So the traction control is there to just kind of ease your mind a little bit. Rain mode does not let you spin. Standard mode, it's going to be a little bit more spin. Sport mode, it's going to let you spin a lot more. And then user, you can take the traction control off and you can spin all you want. It kind of goes into the whole system of the wheelie control. Feels the front tire starting to slow down, it will drop power and bring that front tire back down. And it drops power. It doesn't just lightly bring it, it slams you back down. So there is no wheelie control from what I know. It's just, it doesn't like it, it brings you down, that's the end of it. I'm not a professional wheelier, so I'm not going to show you what it does. We got nobody behind us, so quick shifter wise, let off throttle, bring it down, be on throttle, bring it back up. It's a very smooth system. Like, I should be in 5th right now. You don't have to be like full bore on throttle. You can just be on throttle a little bit and it'll work. I'm sure there's an RPM range like I spoke about on the GSX-8R, which is Mike's bike, Teddy R. If you want to go see his stuff, he's got a YouTube channel too. Go hit him up. Make him ride some more. I don't know what else. It's such a good bike to me that I have nothing to really talk about. And the fact that I've been riding it now, so it's a lot harder for me to think about stuff to talk about with this bike than it is with another bike that I'm, you know, excited to ride just because it's not mine. We all get that feeling. We've got high beam on is up, passing. You can press it and it comes on, so it's just a little flasher. This bike is going to teach you horrible riding etiquette when it comes to blinkers, because it's got the auto off feature. So you come to a light, taking a left, taking a right, whatever, you complete the turn, the blinker turns off within, like, I don't know, I want to say 15-20 seconds. I know there's got to be a timer on it, but I don't know. I just know it does it, and now I don't have to worry about it. When I'm on the Z now, it's even worse than I was before, and I'm sorry. Hondas come with, oh, we got the hazards now. That's kind of cool. I didn't have that on my old bike. Got little hazard lights to put on in case you're towing somebody or, you know, in a snowstorm. So Honda comes with a Bluetooth thing now, and if I can move my phone without it going flying off. There's your modes down there on the screen, right? Standard, rain, user, sport, standard. Honda uses this app called Road Sync now. Hooks right up to your bike. It's not available in the United States, but we have it. The way to get it is you have to be in like a developer mode in your phone, and then you have to download the app off the internet. There's no like really beating around the bush, like saying, oh, I have to use a VPN to download it, I have to do this to download it. You don't have to do any of that. It's just an app that's not allowed on our phones in the United States. So there's a API, I think is what they call it, some technological term, and it's out there. It's on the internet. You can download it, developer mode. It'll show up as an app on your phone. It works just the same. And what it does is it gives you turn-by-turn navigation. It's not the right button. It gives you the weather. So right now we're sitting at 53 degrees. It's reading off of my phone, so it's the normal weather. You can call, you can text, and you can change your music, and then it's got, what, volume. So what I can tell you is the turn-by-turn is pretty sweet. It definitely works. The text is very accurate. Doesn't mess up any of my words. And the calling is just voice calls. You can just call people. Music kind of sucks. I use Pandora. It's only linked to Spotify, YouTube, and your phone, I think. I think it's only 3 of them. But I don't use it anyways. I use my headset to change music, and that's where I'm at. I mean, there's not much left. You can change all your little settings down at the bottom. Close out the navigation stuff. Switch through fuel economy, trip A, total, average gallons. It tells you the date down there. It's the 10th, by the way. Sunday. Would I trade this bike for anything? No, I would not. I would be dumb to do it. Hondas, they're, you know, expensive, but they're not Ducati expensive. And you get what you pay for. Honda's known to be a good company, good bikes, good cars. So why not? I like my Japanese stuff. Italians, you guys have it going for you too, but I just don't want to switch all kinds of parts and tools and whatever else you guys use. Favorite bike I've ridden by far. Favorite bike I've owned by far. It's just got everything. I guess one of the big things, I'm going to Walmart, so you know. One of the big things is this, and I think every other 1000 out there is not going to be your forgiving beginner's bike. They just have a lot of power, and if you don't know what you're doing, then don't start on it. But I don't say don't start on a 600 or even the 8R like Mike's bike. They're all perfect for beginners, intermediate, and even experts. I'm not saying you have to be an expert to ride a 1000. I'm just saying that when it comes to the different modes, it changes a lot on Mike's bike, and it changes a lot less on this bike. On that note, guys, I'm going to leave you here at Walmart. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you got anything else for me. And I will see you in the next one.